Spiderwick, doing things to my
Hey, all right, stop
giant
it.
love
Hey,
of fantasy.
stop. No, don't even do this. Just go and talk about the movie. You're the only one to see this.
I was the only one to see this.
So the Spiderwick Chronicles. Now, is this a new attempt, like, to start a franchise just like that old lame-ass Golden Compass tried to do?
And Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. I mean, what were they thinking? Yeah, no, this is a franchise, and it's got franchise written all over it. But what was great about this movie, what I really enjoyed, was they didn't leave it off like they were trying to start a franchise. This does not have an ending where you're like, oh, well, clearly we have to wait for the second film to find out what happens. This is a totally contained movie.
So now I'm looking at the trailer for this, and what looks cool to me, they got all kind of monsters and creatures running around, and it just looks like fun.
It is. What's really neat is this is based on a children's book series. And it's based on a children's book series about this guy who had written this book called Arthur Spiderwick's Guide to something or other. Anyhow, the point is he wrote this book, and it details all of his dealings with goblins and fairies and monsters.
So that's what we got, goblins and stuff running around. Looks like people's boogers came to life and started like attacking people.
And the thing is that there's this evil ogre who wants the book because the book details all the weaknesses of all the fairies and all the goblins and all the monsters in the world. And this ogre wants to be able to crush and destroy all of fairy kind so that he can crush them under his boot and clearly rule them.
Okay, this sounds stupid already, so I hope there's some cool visuals to it.
Are you kidding me? That sound, dude, it's awesome. It's
all ogre trying to rule fairyland and all that kind of stuff. It sounds like I don't know. Go ahead. I was gonna make a gay joke there, but it's not right.
It's not right.
Yeah, you saw me and knew what I was about to do.
I saw the ogre in fairyland. It's like Korey in San Francisco. It's oh god damn it! This is bullshit. Yes, it is, honey.
See, I'm glad you did that, not me.
Yeah. So no, it's actually a really cool movie. This felt more like The Goonies than anything else. It was a film about a bunch of kids who see what's going on, and they see all the fairies and goblins around, and none of the adults will acknowledge that this is what's happening. And these kids have to fight these goblins that are trying to get into their house and steal this book. And it's a really great, fun kids' adventure story.
Damn, they don't have an alarm system or something to keep
they have magical alarm systems. They have all sorts of crazy wackiness that's awesome.
Okay, so it's pretty much it's like Home Alone with ogres.
You know what? That's not a bad way to describe it. If Home Alone weren't a piece of crap, it would be Home Alone with monsters.
Maybe that's what Home Alone needed, some monsters actually in it, trying to break into the house.
Yeah, instead of Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, that would have been...
Who were kind of trolls themselves.
Now here's the beautiful... I have to share this because this is just what's great. The evil villain is the Ogre Mulgarath, is voiced by Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte?
Oh,
shit. Nick Nolte is an ogre himself.
Exactly. Well, no, that's the beauty because he plays a giant snake in the movie. He plays a giant eagle. He's a giant ogre. But then he's in human form. And that was the one time all the kids in the audience got freaked out. Because he's like leaning down with yellow eyes going, I want you to bring me the book. And all the kids are like, Mommy. Yeah. They're freaking out because it's old scary Nick Nolte going, booga, 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 children.
Yeah, exactly. Hell, I got freaked out at his mugshot. I mean, come on. He looked like a troll in that.
I think he used that as his headshot for this movie, actually. I think they went, Ogre Mulgarath, we've got to put,
oh, shit.
This will scare the shit out of kids.
They're like, damn, we ain't got to put no makeup on him.
No, this movie felt like an 80s movie. It was really kind of cool that way, where it had that whole vibe of the kind of movies we grew up with.
Okay, can I ask you something now?
Ask me something.
Okay, now, being that this has a whole bunch of monsters and trolls and dingleberries and what running around, will little girls like this, or is this strictly a little boys movie?
The little girls all walked out comparing it to the book. I mean, so that's girls what was funny. This? Yeah, because the book is written for. It's not like Harry Potter where it's written for like 8 and ups. The Spiderwick Chronicles apparently is written for like 6, 7, 8-year-old kids.
Oh, really? So, and not just boys.
Not just boys, but girls. Well,
so these weren't like little.
We're raising. You don't understand. This is not like when we were kids. Girls are allowed to like fantasy and anime now, and they love it.
So we're not talking about little butch lesbians. Then we're talking
no. We're talking about little girly girls because this movie. It's all about fairies and goblins and this magical world. You know, it's a stone's throw away from unicorns with rainbows shooting out of their ass. That's how brilliantness gets it sometimes. But that's what's cool is because this world that this movie creates is as beautiful as it is scary. There are some really beautiful fairy designs in this, almost like clearly inspired by Brian Froud. I mean, there's some
The guy who did the Dark Crystal.
Yeah, it's definitely Froud inspired. Because you look at some of these fairies and go, "Oh yeah, God, this guy so wants to be."
So you could tell I'm a nerd because I knew that guy's name.
Of course, we're all nerds.
Wow, I wish I was a kid now because the kind of stuff you're talking about, that's the shit I got beat up for back in the day.
You know, there's part of me that wishes that too, but then there's the part of me that's like, yeah, but as an adult, we don't have to ask anybody to go see this. We could just go in the afternoon and watch Spiderwick Chronicles all we want.
That's true. I got a car.
So we get to be kids as adults. That's what I love about it.
We get to be kids with cards.
That's right.
Okay, we get to be kids with cars.
That's right.
Now, okay, this is obviously a family film. Let me say it again. This is obviously a family film.
Yes.
And you say that the books were probably for 6, 7, 8, possibly 9-year-olds.
Yeah.
Now this is all visual here, so is it going to scare 6-year-olds if they go see it?
You know, the thing is, the 6-year-olds didn't get scared. I do know that a 3-year-old that was there got pretty freaked out and had to leave. And seriously, the one scene they had to leave in was Nick Nolte. That was beautiful. I almost pissed myself laughing when that happened. Some of the kids got a little scared, but they got scared in the same way we got scared of Darth Vader when we were kids. Like, that is one scary mofo. That's the type of scared this is. This isn't horror movie scared. This is, you know,
this is like a whole other level. This is like Nick Nolte scared.
Yeah, this is like Nick Nolte scared. This is like, damn, the cops are coming for me, and I've got all this stuff in my car.
Nice. So, what would you give this then?
Dude, this was full price.
Really?
If you enjoy fantasy, this is full price. This does not make, as much as I did kind of enjoy the Golden Compass, I felt it made a lot of mistakes. I felt that it was a little too dense. This solves all of that. It's not perfect. I mean, there are a few lines in there where you're like, wow, that's a little too exposition-y. You know, like, oh, hey, we need to do this because the book says this. But, you know, it's exactly the type of stuff that kids need. And there's only a handful of them, and it's so forgivable because the rest of the scenes are so damn cool. And it's got an incredible cast, man. Oh, my God. Arthur Spiderwick is played. Oh, God, now I'm going to blank on his name now. Good Night and Good Luck guy. Played by David Strathairn. And David Strathairn, he plays Arthur Spiderwick, and he's just awesome. He's not in the movie a lot, but he lends this just whole air of authenticity to the film, and just all the actors in it are so good. And Freddie Highmore, oh my God, who knew he could do more than just be a wide-eyed kid? You know, he's the kid from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, that kid?
Yeah, and he's been in a bunch of movies. He plays twin brothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they're very different in personality and appearance. In fact, for the first 20 minutes, I'm like, wait, is this Freddie Highmore? Does he have an older brother that's playing this part? Because they even have like different tones of their voice. I mean, he really did create two separate characters.
Yeah, that kid's a good actor. I think he's going to grow up to look like a little goblin because he's a weird looking kid right now. But hey,
well, so next to the goblins, I mean, it's kind of cool. Which one's the special effect? No, and the special effects in this are so good. Really? Oh my God, yeah, they are incredible. They all of the creatures are fantastic. Oh, another Seth Rogen is in this.
He is?
He's the voice of this great hobgoblin that keeps showing up in the movie. And every time he's on screen, he's hilarious. He's the voice of just one of the fairies, and it's really funny.
Again, another guy that looks like a troll. So,
well, he should have played a troll, but he played a hobgoblin instead, which, you know what? The D&D lover in me will say, you know what? Seth Rogen can play a hobgoblin.
Yeah, I don't even know why they spent makeup on this movie, special effects. They could have put Nick Nolte and Seth Rogen in here and saved a whole bunch of money.
They could have, but you know what? They spent the money, and it was so worth it. This movie was cool. Yeah, no, it's really cool. It really is a fun film. If you love fantasy films or you love family movies, this is your movie, dude. This is a really good... Remember when you watched the Bridge to Terabithia trailer and you said, oh man, this movie looks cool. It's about this kid who goes into his backyard and there's a whole fantasy world there. And then when you watched it, it was just this depressing movie about a guy who has a friend and something horrible happens.
Never saw it.
Oh,
but yeah. It was okay. So this movie's better than that.
The trailer was the trailer was a wee bit misleading. This is the movie that trailer promised. It is a great film about this kid discovering this weird world in his backyard.
All right.
Full price.
Full price.
Full price.